Welcome back everyone to World of Tanks with Black Knight. And today there is a tank company battle on the schedule. It's DoubleDutch versus WF. Don't know what it stands for. And they do have two randoms in their team, it seems. And we're on Tundra, as you can see. The global win chance isn't very good. And the thing most important in this replay, as he said in its mail, was side scraping. So, on Tundra it's best to make sure both flanks are safe. And I think you can't go through that card. Rocket Soldier, you have to learn that not everything can be destroyed. Going on. They've decided 3 IS-3s and a T-32 to the eastern flank, an IS-3, a Tiger 1, an ISU and a KV-4 to the western flank. Crusader will wait in the middle and the SU-100 will be near artillery to the rear. And they've spotted 2 IS-3s on the western, 3 IS-3s on the western flank and a Tiger 2 on the eastern flank here. And, well, there's the 1390 as well. IS-3 took a hit there. Not too worried about it. Just keeps his position up. Now, he starts side scraping with his T-32. And there, his track eats a shot that could have done 600 damage. So, that's the first side scraping answer he has. The AMX 1390 came up behind them, and the IS-3 and the SU-100 finished them off. So he can move forward a little bit now. Ferdinand spotting him again. And he should know he isn't able to penetrate him like that. And oh, his shot went high and he hit the gun of the Ferdinand instead of his lower glazes. Yeah, the western flank in the meantime is pushing up and they decide, yeah, there's an IS-3 that has to go back and get and support the other flank. While the T-32 and 2 other IS-3s are holding back the Ferdinand and whatever there may be as well. Oh, and the Tiger 2. Oh, doesn't get the shot into the right position there and bounces off the Tiger 2. But he keeps bouncing shots from the Ferdinand. And he spots that he did damage the gun of the Ferdinand, so he isn't too worried about what kind of damage he can take from that. Ferdinand trying to take out the Crusader. And, well, to take out that Crusader, you have to come closer to him. And now one other IS-3 is going off as well. So now there were 2 against 2 here, giving themselves equal footings against the enemy. But the Ferdinand isn't actually trying anything anymore. So a Rocket Soldier can start taking a bit more risks here. And there goes a shot into his tracks and dealing damage at the same time. The enemy Tiger keeps putting shots into his tracks and stuff. And there the Ferdinand was going off there. Now it seems like that wasn't a gold shell. And Rocket Soldier knows that he has to push now. That he can win if he pushes towards the Tiger. Puts another shot into his lower glazes. And by now they have won this side. But, well, now they're on the losing side again actually. Because more Metal Men took a bit too big of a risk about popping off there. And Rocket Soldier has more health points left, but he also has a Ferdinand against him out there still. has the same reload as the Tiger 2 had, so they put the shot into each other again, and well, he killed the Tiger 2, but was left on very low health points, so he has to make sure he's coming into the back of the Ferdinand instead of into its front. And the Crusader is trying to totally make him crazy, and he kills him. Now there's only one IS-3 left on the other side, and well, this whole game was about the side-scraping action on the eastern flank that the T-32 did. And well, because of that side-scraping, he took about 6 or 7 hits or something to his tracks and not taking any damage from the Ferdinand. And there was something else there as well. I don't really know what it was. Maybe I can see it. No, there's nothing there. So while he took all those hits, they didn't do any damage to him. And that made sure that, well, he didn't die out there. If he died, the Tiger 2 could have gone straight for artillery. And there the Crusader takes another kill. So that finishes the game. This game was very well played. Thumbs up to DoubleDutchClan for doing that great strategy, splitting up the team, making sure that the ISU can shoot whatever he can see, and not letting him be blinded by all those hills. The ISU was put in a position up high and could take a lot of shots at all those enemies out there. As you can see, there were 7 enemies killed on that side and only 4 teammates killed. And on the other side there was 1 teammate that was actually killed, and the SU-100 died as well in the back, but probably more because of those AMX 1390s, which could have done a lot better. If they worked together, they would have wreaked mayhem on this team, but they didn't work together. The team finished them off quite fairly, and well, they took out the Tiger 2 out there, they took out the Ferdinand that was on that flank just to defend there, and while the other team was trying to push the other side with 6 players, they all died out there. So thumbs up to this team for the great strategy, taking defensive positions on both sides and then reacting to what the enemy was doing and sending tanks from one side to the other side in quick response. So we should be going to the statistics screen, right? So here's the replays. Rocket Soldier in his T-32 damaged the Tiger 1 crits, no damage done to the Ferdinand, and the Tiger 2 took 5 hits, recording 1242 damage and 1 crit. So he got his steel wall because he got hit quite a lot of time. He took 25,000 credits and 800 experience in that match. It's non-premium, so explains the only 800 experience. So let's see what the teams did in damage wise. So in his own team, the IS-3 is on top with damage, almost 3,400 damage done. The ISU 1,600 damage done, and after that another IS-3 and KV-4. Well, he's actually halfway down his team, more than halfway down his team with damage done. But if we look at the hits he took 11 hits, which 8 of those hits penetrated, but most did no damage. The enemy Tiger 2 was probably cursing him for the whole match for side scraping like that. He did shoot 15 times, hit 13 shots and penetrated 12 of those. And probably about 5 of them didn't do any damage. And well, going for experience wise to look at it, Rocket Soldier got 5th place in this team with 2 IS3s and 2 ISUs above him. And the enemy, let's look at experience. The IS3 and the Tiger 2 of the enemy did the best in their team, and the other IS3 also over 2000 damage, but the rest didn't do their job the proper way, probably got in the way of those 2 ISUs, which shot over 3000 damage between the two of them. And then the IS3s were there probably as well, doing over 4000 damage, over 4500 damage between the two of them. And you can't see that the Crusader was on the bottom side because of the damage, and he didn't really spot anything, but he did go into the cap to put some pressure on the enemy, and after that he did go after the last 2 tanks as well, to make sure that they would have something to shoot at. Overall, this game was won very good. They do have a lot of more work to cut out for them to get their shots and their tactics a bit better in order, but the enemy has to do more in the case of tactics and hiding. But it's a win. It was a nice game. The T-32 used his armor and his tracks very well, and letting his tracks be shot off by the Ferdinand every time, but by letting the Ferdinand shoot his tracks, he didn't get any damage, so he got, well, a lot of battles that, a lot of hits that penetrated but didn't do any damage. And the Ferdinand would be like cursing himself for 3 or 4 shots that he took at him, maybe 5. And the rest was from the Tiger 2. 7 shots from the Tiger 2 into him. And, well, it didn't kill him, so good job, thumbs up for those guys. And I hope I'll be seeing more of them. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and just to say that all this kind of replays and other replays as well are always welcome. You should also check out the Geek Zone. There are some great videos out there as well. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Goodbye, and see you on the battlefield.